Yehuda Zev Leibowitz, his father's name was Rabbi Tzvi. And Rabbi Tzvi, they lived in a village in Hungary, in a village that the name of that village was Urshave. And there was a lot of violence between the non-Jews to the Jews over there, but there was a young kid that wasn't a Jew. He was a Hungary kid, and he was always beaten by people, by friends, by kids, other kids that were hitting him, and he had a very hard time. And Rabbi Yehuda Leibowitz was a man of grace, of chesed, of kindness. So every time he saw that kid suffers and being beaten, so he would call him to his house, and he was feeding him and helping him to he was treating him. He was nice. He was helping him, healing him. And one day, his son, Rabbi Yehuda Zev Leibowitz, in the days before of the Holocaust, he was, let's say, 15 years old or 14 years old, and he asked his father, "Why are you helping this guy? Why are you helping this kid? What do you see in him that you chose to help him so much?" So his father answered to him, "Shlach lachmecha al penei hamayim, ki birvot hayamim timtzeenu." You need to put your bread on the bank of the river, on the waves, and to let it go with the stream. Do your charity, do your good thing, and with the years, with the days that will pass, you will find it will come back to you. You're seeding today. In a year, you'll harvest. You don't know what you do. You do good. You send your bread on the waves of the water. So you do good. That's what you do. After a few years, the Holocaust happened, the horrible Holocaust, and Rabbi Yehuda Zev Leibowitz was 17 years old, and he went to the camps, to Auschwitz camp, and he was suffering wildly, crazy suffering. And in one of the days that he was walking in the camps between the running from one obligation to the other, from one work to the other, and he was starving, and he was going down, he was starving, he was weak, he was sick, he was like about to die. He felt horrible. And he was walking like all of the rest of the prisoners over there in front of the kitchen. Maybe, who knows what they're not allowed to get into the kitchen, but still there's food over there, so you try in every opportunity that you have to walk close to maybe there's food. So he was walking over there and he was looking into the kitchen. Maybe some salvation will come from the kitchen of the camp, and suddenly he sees that kid, that non-Jew kid, and he's going and commanding, and he was an officer over there. He was also a prisoner, but he was a prisoner in a very high level scale, and he was running the kitchen. He was the master chef, and so they made some eye contact, and he went out, and Rabbi Yehuda Zev Leibowitz would come to the kitchen every day, and he would give him food every day, and he supplied him food. And Rabbi Yehuda Zev Leibowitz said, "Without the charity of my father to that kid, I would not survive the camps. I would die for sure. Without his food feeding me, I would die for sure." So you see that sometimes you don't know what you do, but you're saving people's life. And that's supposed to be an attitude for life. That's who you're supposed to be, because that's who you are. Not because that something will come from it. Something will come from it for sure, the results. You seed, for sure something will grow. But you're seeding because that's who you are. Another thing that Rabí Najman de Breslev rebuked his students, and he told them, you need to water trees. You need to be mashkim lashkot ilanot. That's the main job that you need to do in life. You need to water plants. You need to water trees. And it means the souls. Ki Adam etz hasadeh, because the man, he's the tree of the field. So we need to water people. We need to convert people. We need to make animals in shape of people to become human beings, to be people. And it's not at all connected to if that person is a Jew, is not a Jew, he's a Bnei Noach, he's not a Bnei Noach, he's ger bepo'al, ger bekoach. It's just helping everyone. Just helping everyone. That's our attitude, that's our approach. Who cares who that person is when he's hungry? His stomach shrinks in the same way. The sorrow that he feels when he's poor, being homeless, is equal. Who cares who you help? If you just need to help.